always come back.
Which is just out, like we're dating all of that, like cat shit. Woo! That's for free from the Holy Spirit, like in for 2025. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We will be doing a New Year's reset in this video, and I'm starting off, of course, with the cleanup, child, because just looking around in my space, you can already tell just like the mental state that I was in. At year end, work was really busy. I was all over the place, and I know that my space will often reflect where I'm at mentally, but today is almost year end. We are getting some cleaning done because I will not be entering the new year in this state. I definitely will work the reverse. If my space is indicative of my mental state, I will clean up my space in order to clean up my mindset. And just make sure that I'm entering the new year in a state of preparedness for what's to come. Like, I don't want to think about what was done, child, and we did the best that we could. But right now, I just really want to kind of usher in a mindset of preparedness and just expectancy for the new year coming up. So we will start with the purge, and the bathroom cabinet is always that place where just junk really does kind of accumulate. So I just need to kind of purge, reorder, get everything out the way that I don't need anymore, and just make space for the new. So I'm gonna let the tape run out from this point, and I hope you guys really do enjoy this cleaning motivation if you need it. And if you went through some stuff in 2024, you sowed and you watered in tears, girl, just let the past be the past, pick yourself back up and just clean up, you know, and be in the state of preparedness that hopefully, Lord willing, 2025 will be a harvest season for all of that. not gonna hold you, girl. This reset has taken forever, and that's what I mean by realistic reset, because child, I was tired. The year-end fatigue was definitely closing in on me, so this has been a process over 3 days, just doing it one small bit at a time. Today, I've handled the kind of big ticket items, the bathroom, the linens and laundry, decluttering my closet. So I'm just going as far as I can with the little things, the surfaces, and whatever is left. But I did realize that I'm gonna need some help, so I called for it, and this is something that I'm gonna be taking into 2025, just not spreading myself so thin, trying to do everything myself. And I'm so grateful for her. She did a great job and really got me over the line. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reset. I myself am super happy and am now ready for the new year.
Resolve in ourselves how we want to live our lives for God and with God. And so as you dream with God again, as you pursue God, His intimacy, His power in your life, just take a second and ask yourself, what does that look like? How can I practically implement that in my life? And maybe it's as simple as waking up every morning and just being with God in prayer and communing with God.
All the things that they can't understand, that they will trust you, even when they can't trace you maybe in this moment. And Lord, I pray that you would bring them through to the other side, and Lord, that they will testify, they will stand on the other side and say, oh, our God was with us all the way through.
It's like a new time, a new season, and before you step into something new, it's always good to reflect where you've been, where you are, and then really pray about, Lord, where do you want me to go?
Hello, you guys, and Happy New Year! I am looking a bit rough right now because I just came from the spa, but I just wanted to catch you guys up, and I'm so sorry that this vlog has been mostly VO, but it's just that it's been, it was a very busy year end, extremely busy year end, but it's a new day. Today is a Thursday and it's my birthday. So a part of my reset 100%, because my birthday does coincide with New Year's, is that as part of my New Year's reset, I've just decided to take a solo trip in whatever capacity. So I know these days, or like the past couple of years, it's been just a local staycation because I'm really trying to maximize and explore Eswatini and what it has to offer. So today we are in a new spot, Baban area that I haven't tried before, and let's get into the room tour, you guys. so I can show you. It's called Emma Jenny though. It's a quaint little rustic little cozy guest house. I want to start us out by the door, and I'm gonna have to close all these curtains. So you see it's very homey type of old school. So it has like coming in, it has this kind of like landing area. I guess there's like a desk there, and then at least it has a fridge and some water, some teas and coffee and stuff. So let's get into the room itself. The bed, which looks so cozy, you guys, super cozy, looking like a queen bed. And then over here is the bathroom. So the bathroom has a bath, which is incredible, and I really like the shower. And then this is the vanity. Okay, toilet is over there, and then it has like a sort of closet area. There I am, with tons of closet space actually. And I guess if anyone was staying here for like a long time, this would really work for them. But I'm only here for the night. Here's another view of just the coziness. And then moving into the outside area, there's like a little, luckily there's bug spray that I see there. There's like an outside patio, balcony, and it's the views for me. It is the views for me, you guys. And then moving into the little, like, there's like 2 double chairs. Excuse the mess. I was so hungry when I got in, so I decided to get into my food that I bought. But I just wanna, do you see this picturesque window? And just walking over to the views once again. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna be spending the night here, just decompressing, relaxing, and resting, since I definitely crashed into the year. So I think tomorrow I'm really going to be looking forward to getting up nice and early, exploring the grounds, really seeing what it has to offer. Breakfast is at 8:30, and it's like they take all of, I think it's like because it's so small and quaint, they already took my breakfast order and everything. So 8:30 sharp is when I'll be having breakfast. But otherwise, I'm just going to like spend the night and chill and decompress, probably take a bath, all the self-care things, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's a new day. I've had breakfast already, and amazing. Y'all see the views around this joint, like so nice. Just like a quick overview, like I slept amazing. That bed, 10 out of 10. Like, it's so comfortable. Like, the only thing is that like my sleep was a little bit disturbed because I kept hearing like this weird noise. I ended up realizing in the morning that there was actually a bug in the room. So, child, I was so tired. I ended up just like fully, like literally passing out anyways. But I think that's the only thing that disturbed me. And I wish I also kind of went to bed earlier so that I can enjoy the bed more. But anyways, I'm getting ready to pack up and check out. I am still just gonna like explore the grounds and stuff, but once I've checked out so that I don't have that pressure. But we're getting ready for now. I figure the mirror's over here, by the way, so do not mind me. But I figure we discuss the ins and outs of 2024 slash 2025. Because I was thinking about this like right before I fell asleep last night. And I know the first thing that I thought about, the first out of 2024, like we won't be doing that anymore, is being late. Like, I'm so over being late. Like, I just think it's super immature. I just think, because again, it's like my birthday, guys, and I've turned a very serious age. And I just feel like, bro, certain things just honestly need to be left behind because there is no more excuses for anything. You know what I mean? Like, we are grown women at this stage in time, and we just need to be on time for things. Like, and I think what that takes is just like being realistic about time, because you know that thing where you're just unrealistic thinking, I'll leave just 5 minutes before, but I'll still get there because it's only a 5-minute drive. No, be realistic, because anything could happen along the way. There could be traffic, there could be what, you know what I'm saying? And I just think, like, as an adult, you need to account for those eventualities. So, like, I think it's going to take being more realistic about time. 1, 2, it's going to take being proactive, right? And this is like a direct hit to procrastination. And not like I procrastinate on purpose, but I just kind of do things in their time. Like, I'd rather just do something else. And yes, that is procrastination. But I just think the best way to kind of combat that, because I've dealt, like, procrastination, there's a lot that's at the root of that. Like, it's also fear of like doing the thing, or fear of like the result of the thing, or, you know, so you're always trying to prioritize like instant gratification over actually doing the hard thing. But I also, so I mean, I've thought about that a lot, dealt with those roots. And also it's like rooted in self-sabotage sometimes, which actually runs really deep. Because self-sabotage is not the fear of failure. Self-sabotage is actually the fear of success. Like, somehow when you do the thing and when it works out, you know, it could be many things. Like, maybe people will vilify you or reject you for actually being successful. You know what I mean? Because now you're no longer at their level. And it's where you start hearing people say, you think you're better than us, or, oh, what makes you think you can do that type of thing. And those are just kind of the things that like play into procrastinating over like very important projects, which is just out. Like, we're dating all of that. Like, we're dealing with our root issues. You know what I mean? We're taking it to the Lord, and you know, we're really like handling business. You know what I'm saying? But I also think it's like, again, around being realistic about time, just being proactive. Like, I think we are prideful in the way that we manage our time because we think we always have time. Catch it. Woo! And at that note, that's for free from the Holy Spirit. Like, it's actually a pride issue now that I'm trying to deal with, because I think I have time. Like, I think, you know, I can take my sweet time doing things and not actually do them in the moment that, you know, Holy Spirit prompts me to do them. And if you're not careful, well, not if you're not careful, actually, like, pride also just leads to your fall in the fact that, like, it leads to disobedience, or it translates to disobedience, which is just something that we're not doing, like, in 2025. Like, we're obedient 100% in 2025. Like, it's really something that I got training on, like literal training on, in 2024. So I'm not about to go back to my old habits, my old ways. We are pursuing forth in just focusing on one thing and one thing only, which is obedience. So being, like, I say that all to say, like, it sounded like a very high level tip. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be too deep for the intro, but it sounded like a very simple tip, but no, it runs deep. We are not being late in 2025. We are showing up to our promises, to our tasks, to our responsibilities. Like, we're showing up to everything that is on our plate fully and on time. Now, the first in for 2025, okay, is community. Community is 100% in for, and I know we talk a lot about community, child. Like, we know community is important, right? But I'm saying community is something that I want to be more intentional about in 2025 from the perspective of leveraging relationships. You know what I mean? That's the word for me for 2025. The word is leverage, because there's certain things where, in fairness, you can do them alone. And I think that's been my default, where it's like, I don't need to ask for help. Like, I only ask for help when I need it, right? And that's what we've been talking about. Like, everybody says, oh, when you need help, just ask type of thing. No, I'm going to ask for help even when I don't need it. Like, I'm going to be able to do everything on my own, but on purpose. I want to involve the next person in order to leverage on their skills, their wisdom, their experience, and all the like, right? And I want to not, like, again, I don't want to have everything, like, wait for the need. You know what I mean? I really want to be more intentional about maintaining not only, like, my professional network, but now, the Lord has really connected me with people, like, has really blessed me in, new friendships and new, also like new professional relationships, you know what I mean? That I'm gonna be that person that's just gonna like call you up for like just a coffee session, you know what I mean? Just like a coffee catch up. How have you been? What have you been up to? Type of thing. Like, it doesn't need me actually like asking or needing help for something, you know what I mean? I just want to be that person to maintain my relationships regardless. So in 2025, what is in for me is community, like as a matter of like intentionality, as a matter of priority, as a matter of preference, you know what I mean? I will just choose to do things with other people and just see where that takes me, you know what I mean? And see where that lands me over and above doing things myself, because I know I'm capable, but that's not the point. What is out for 2024? Like I said, I turned a very serious age, okay? And one thing that is out for me is using the term adulting. I know what we mean, right? We are usually like, we say, oh, hashtag adulting, oh, adulting sucks. Like, we're basically complaining about having responsibilities in our adult lives because we want to be children forever. I know, like, we say this in jest, right? So I know I'm not calling anybody immature, or I'm not saying we're immature for doing so. It's like a self-deprecating joke. But 100% for 2025, we're not doing self-deprecating jokes anymore, because the mouth speaks life always, you know what I mean? We don't speak down on ourselves anymore, and we own everything. Like, 2025, I'm owning my age, I'm owning my grown womanhood, and I'm an adult, right? I'm not adulting as if I'm trialing it, as if I'm cosplaying being an adult, as if I don't really want to be here, but I have to be here. No, I'm here, and it is what it is. So I've got responsibilities. I'm holding ish down, and I'm doing my part, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So I think with anything that kind of is like the hard thing to do, or I don't really want to do it, so we defaulted to like complaining about adulting, I'm going to eat my words. And I'm going to be like, yes, this is something I'd rather not be doing now, but because I own my responsibilities, I'm going to get it done. And that's it. Like, it takes less energy to actually get it done than to always be harping on about the fact that we shouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. We should be having the easy life. I think I've learned a thing or two about my first year in walking with Christ, that nothing finna come easy. And I'm always like, I don't want to be on God's strongest soldiers list. What he taught me in 2024 is that it's a privilege. Not everybody actually is on God's strongest soldiers list, but you are, and that means something, not only like in the physicality in terms of the character that it's building in you, but in the spirit as well. It means you leveled up, you know what I mean? So I own that in 2025. So that's out. Like, adulting, no, I'm owning my grown womanhood. It is what it is. We can now. So in for 2025 is books. Books. We are bringing reading back in 2025, you guys. And I've always said this, like, in fact, even 2023, I had a book haul, but like I never read those books. So even like 2020, in my last vlog, I bought like a bunch of books. We are 100% bringing it in for 2025 for real. I used to be a very huge reader, you guys. I used to read like a book a week. You know what I'm saying? I remember 1 year in varsity, I read about 40 books. There's 52 weeks in a year. So that tells you exactly how much I was reading. And I want to be that girl again. I want to be reading books, but I also want to be growing deeper in the word. So like my only goal really, and we'll talk about that, but my only goal really is reading the Bible in 1 year. And actually my friend posted in our like prayer group, she posted a reading plan for 90 days. So I don't know if God is just like saying, oh, you thought you're aiming for, I want you to accelerate. I don't know what that means. But I know I'm going to be like heavy in the word, guys. Heavy in the word and also reading books, because what is out for me is overconsumption of everything, especially social media, like the doom scrolling. Social media wastes so much time. Like last night when I say I wish I got to bed earlier, it's because I spent like 2-3 hours. I can't believe how long I spent like on my phone. And I don't like that. I really don't like that, because I just feel like, yo, that is so much time. That's so much time. Like for real. I'm putting on this dark lipstick, guys, because I want to see if I can't shoot for at least one photo. But anyways, yeah. That is so much time, and I just think that's dumb. No offense, but I just feel like I want to approach social media in 2025 definitely from a strategic perspective, from an intentional perspective. I want to have boundaries and limits. I've always had, but I actually just think I want to trim it down, and I want to make sure that I prioritize reading. So that's in for me, and out is overconsumption of everything, like social media especially, but also just like stuff. And I really think what that takes is qualifying what's a need and what's a want. And sometimes we don't have enough discipline to really search ourselves in terms of which is which. You know what I mean? We always say that a want is a need, and that really isn't the case. So I really want to wait on things a bit more to be able to allow time to qualify the want or the need. Because if I really cannot move forward without this thing, then I'm going to get it. Then it's really kind of like a need. But I really want to strip down, and I really want to be minimalist in 2025 and really focus on what's important, both like financially and even with the currency of my time, the currency of my attention. And on that note, on the flip side of like overconsumption, what is in for me for 2025 is simplifying my wellness routine, or I want to call it optimized wellness. Optimized wellness. I really want to, like, this thing of, this thing that we do where we are taking like 1,000,000 supplements. We are doing all sorts of exercises in the gym. We are, just doing the most with our morning routines. Like, yes, I have a 4 a.m. morning routine, and like sometimes I do feel productive, and it seems kind of jam-packed, but for the most part, I really want to simplify my morning routine, and I really want to simplify my wellness routine. I think I have said this in a previous vlog to say that my supplements now are just going to be a multivitamin and like omega-3 and what's this? A probiotic, and that's it. Digestive enzyme and probiotic, and that's it. Like the whole book collagen, book vitamin A, C, D, and E. Like, no, we're not doing that. We are living a much more, I'm trying out this Fenty Skin in like the caramel, and it smells incredible. It smells wildly amazing. So that is an in for me, optimized wellness routines. And then the last thing that's out, and I wanted to leave like the best for last, but the last thing that's out for me is goal setting. And this is weird for me to say, but like how I've always approached like vision boarding and goal setting, and how I've always approached that in the past is basically from like my own will's perspective, my own desires. So I just come on the page, I pull all the pictures, the nice pictures that I like, and I say, I want that. But and you would have watched my video about letting go, like quitting goal setting, which was basically just about bringing every single thing, every single one of my desires to the Lord and surrendering those, really laying my life down, like not even from a figurative or religious speak perspective, but like for real, where I'm like looking into every sphere of my life and I'm actually asking myself, is this surrender to the Lord, or am I still trying to achieve this thing out of my own strength? Do I even really want this thing? And if I do, where does that want originate from? Really, because is it something that he put in my heart? And I know certain things that I want, he has put on my heart, and we keep those. But by and large, I realized that the lifestyle that I was looking forward to, like the future that I wanted, like everything was just like a Pinterest dream, fabricated. Like the best version of myself was a fabricated idol that I was worshiping, you know what I mean? And I really had to do that work to just demolish it, you know what I mean? To just level everything, to start from scratch and actually give the Lord a blank slate, give him a blank page, give him a blank canvas for him to be able to download the vision, i.e. to give you revelation. So the only thing that I'm focused in 2025 is remaining surrendered and submitted to the Lord. And I'm doing that by maintaining my spiritual disciplines, always disciplining my flesh, because that's the one thing that gets in the way. A lot of things are not warfare. A lot of things are just your flesh that is getting in the way, you know what I mean? And moving you out of position from his will to get it done your own way. So I'm really like, fasting is going to be like a real thing, like a monthly, like it already kind of was a monthly thing, but I was shocked in 2024, the number of times that I fasted. It was more than I ever imagined. And I just realized that that's life. That's the surrendered life. That is kingdom lifestyle, guys. Remaining submitted to the King. Jesus is Lord, Jesus is King, which means you always have to discipline your flesh, because that is what gets in the way, believe you me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you then kind of default into like default habits, and you need to kind of course correct each and every time. So yeah, maintaining my spiritual disciplines and just focusing on obedience. Like, I'm not going to focus on getting the plan together or whatever. I'm going to focus on seeking his face, seeking his will. So spiritual disciplines, including fasting, including being in my word 100% of the time. That's why my only goal, so to speak, is just to read the word more, to be in my word more. That's all I want to focus on. And then obviously that yields to being able to hear him more clearly, and then just do what it says. Like, when you read the word, you do what it says, as it like says in James, right? So that's my literal only goal. But otherwise, I'm done with goal setting. I, like, in the surrendered life, I am resting in his will, and I'm staying in my word so that more and more I can kind of prove what that is, or he will show me what that is, the more and more time that I spend with him in prayer, in the secret place, in his word, right? So that's how my 2025 is going to work. That's how I'm going to move. And the last thing that is in for 2025, so what's in for me is going to be the habitual hiatus. And what I mean by that is, a lot of the times we take a break when we're forced to take a break. But when you notice, like in the Bible, in the New Testament, like Jesus, the way he moved, like every time he was turning up the city, bro. Like, understand, like he was turning up the city, like healing people, crowds pulling to him, like he's famous and like he's rising to the top. Like, as the report of him grew, what would he do though? He would withdraw. And I find that so poignant to be like, but when you start kind of popping off and reaching success, it's like you want to press into that momentum and actually escalate it even more. But Jesus did the opposite. He would actually pull away from that shine, pull away from that fame, pull away from that attention on purpose to go back into the secret place and seek the will of his Father. He would literally, like, the city is turned up and like they finna put his name on the street, so to speak. And he's like, I'm on to the next city. I'm not like, if like his disciples are expecting that we're about to chill and actually bask in the limelight. And Jesus is like, on to the next. And it's like, but that's, I think 2025, that's what I'm moving for, you guys. So I'm just going to decide what the posting schedule is going to look like. But like, do expect, that it, like, I'll be kind of moving a bit more intentional. And yeah, I'm just not going to be like in the rat race. Because one thing you should know, like, content is a rat race. Like, the time you start seeing your views ticking up, it's like you want to press in more and you want to like drop more. You want to follow the trends more in order like to get more eyes on your page and stuff. But like, I found myself almost getting caught up with that. But 2025, I just really have to be conscious and have my wits about me. And I'm gonna make, like, it's not a hiatus because I'm depressed or I'm going through a hard time or I'm burnt out or whatever, but I want to take that time to focus on my craft, you know what I mean? To actually focus on, like, making sure my creativity is maintained, because once you get caught up in the rat race, you're no longer creative, by the way. You're just feeding the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 2025, what's in for me is going to be the habitual hiatus. I'm going to be prioritizing rest on purpose and as a matter of preference, right? Like, I'm going to take it a step further than intentionality. I really want to move with precision. That's another word for me for 2025. It's leverage and it's precision. If you know, you know. Anyways, y'all, let me pack up before they and take my pictures before they kick me out of here, and I will catch up with you guys on the flippy.